It's always fun when you get something in the mail, especially when it's something cool. We had OGs reach out to us, said they wanted to send us something, and actually, hold on, let me tell you the whole story. This is Luke's pair of 100% goggles, and if we could focus well enough, you'll notice that somehow Luke was able to puncture the lens here. Hold on a second. Focus. Yeah, there you go. So obviously, I wasn't wearing the goggles. I didn't see what happened. But when I found them and saw this hole, I did what any normal father would do. I just took a picture and posted it to social media. And then OGs, which is a goggle company that I'm honestly not very familiar with, saw the post and offered to send us this. Sweet. Looks like we got a couple lenses, some tear-offs, and some stickers. We love stickers. Mason is the expert at knowing where to put stickers. I'll let him take care of that. That's awesome.
It's nice.
I'm digging these goggles, guys. They look sick. They feel solid. They still have that new goggle smell. So check him out on Instagram. Go check out OGs and look forward in the future. We're gonna do a review. Give us like, I don't know, a week or two to get familiar with them and go test them out. And you can look forward to a full review of these goggles coming soon. You know guys, one of the cool things about when you post videos and just content online in general, you're gonna meet people, you're gonna make friends, and people are just gonna reach out and help you, which, I mean, obviously we're still pretty green in the sport. We're still learning, we're still grinding away, trying to get better, working on getting better equipment and stuff, and I guess we could use all the help we could get. So this guy reaches out to me on Facebook. First he was like, hey, do you want to sell your Polini? This was like when we first got it and Mason was really getting comfortable with it. He was riding better and I'm like, you know what, man, I'm sorry. I know we got a good deal on it, but we're not gonna sell it right now. And then he's like, okay, well, if you don't want to sell it, I've got a bunch of parts that you could use as long as you will sell it to me when you're ready to. So I guess this guy, Joe, he lives like 30 minutes away from me. He has boys that raced early 2000s and then now they still race, but they're grown now. And they rode on mini bikes like, you know, these old school Polinis and Cobras. He has a Cobra that he fully restored, sitting in his living room. It looks sick. And he basically wants to do the same thing with a Polini. So he's given me these forks right here. The old ones were kind of thrashed. The seals were leaking. So he just gave me these. He gave me new brakes and he also gave me a rear shock, which I'm not gonna put that on right now. But what I am putting on is he gave me some wheels. Oh, let me grab the other one. Check this out. This is what Mason's been riding on. These wheels are all bent. The bearings are rusted out. And in case you didn't know, parts on these old Polinis are hard to find. So it's been a blessing for us. Just because we're making videos and putting them out, it's been cool because it's really helped us get a lot further than we would have been. We got these used, but much better condition thanks to Joe. So thanks, Joe. Shout out to Joe in Troutdale. I did go out and buy new tires. I got brand new tires put on here. So we're gonna put this on and it should hopefully ride a lot better. Much better. So I just got done cleaning the chain. I actually let it soak in gas overnight. And I know nowadays there is a cleaner for pretty much everything. There's a cleaner for plastic, there's a cleaner for air filters, there's a cleaner for chains. But back when I was a kid in the 90s, we used gas to clean pretty much everything. I know that's probably like bad to admit. I need to up my game into the modern age. But man, I would use gas on air filters and it would just eat away at all the grease and grime and dirt. And I didn't have anything else. So that's what I used for the chain. I just dumped it in some old 2-stroke gas, let it sit overnight, and then now, I mean, look at all that dirt that came off the chain. Now it's even kind of shiny. I guess the one caveat, if you have an O-ring chain, you wouldn't want to do that because gas would eat away at the seals. So don't do that, kids. Ooh, looks like Rocket could use some gasoline too. You know, one of the things that really bugs me, I don't get why in this day and age they can't make paint that stays on frames. Seriously, after the first ride, the paint already was rubbing off of the frame on the 65, and it's just, that's just an eyesore. It just does not look good. That's the third 6 I had to put on Luke's bike. For some reason the 6 does not want to stay on. The light doesn't want to stay on either. And that, my friends, is the YZ's very first ever aftermarket part. We're doing some lap times at Riverdale right now. Luke's doing his first lap, about a minute and a half. See what happens when he crosses the cone. 1:32 was his first lap. That's alright. You're at 1:32. A minute 32 seconds for that lap. Try to get it under a minute this time. Try to get it under a minute 30.
Yeah.
See if you can beat a minute 30. Alright, 1:32. That's what we're trying to, well, 1:30. We're gonna try to hit 1:30. He's got an open track. It's a little slick. Really what we're focusing on right now is just carrying speed through the turns, accelerating out of the turns. See what we're at right now. We're at about a minute. So we'll see how he does. Real quick, shout out to Moto Loco hooking us up with this sweet gear. I gotta say this about these hoodies and their clothes in general. I like the way they fit. Like in the US, a lot of times, I feel like the clothes are overly baggy, but Moto Loco's based out of the UK. It's more of a European style cut. I think it fits pretty good. Oh, it's gonna be close, it's gonna be close. I'm gonna call it 1:30.8. An improvement, but we got a little bit of a ways to go. So you guys check out Moto Loco on Instagram. It did not come with the cat hair. I had to add that myself, so you know. Luke, here it is, buddy. 1:30.8. You still got to get under 1:30. One more try. Your fingers are frozen. Rest up for a second then, and we'll try it again. All right, under a minute 30. That was pretty weak in the whoops. I don't think he's gonna make it now. I'm gonna call that 131. 131. I think you started out quicker, but then you kind of went slower in the whoops that time. Fingers cold? There, buddy. So today looks like it's gonna turn out to be another perfect example of Luke riding really good when it's a practice, much better than he ever would in a race. Hey buddy, what's your name? Emily?
Emery.
Emery, can you help me with something? You be the rock guy, okay? When I tell you to, hold it up and then just drop it on the ground. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead. Good job, that was great. Nailed it. So I got a question for you guys, anybody who has a YZ65. What modifications or what aftermarket parts do you recommend that we should put on the bike? At first, I was thinking we're just gonna keep it stock. We're just gonna let Luke get comfortable. As soon as he's able to push the bike a little bit, then we'll worry about it. But now I think maybe adding a little bit of bottom end power might actually help him be a little bit more comfortable. So I'm thinking pipe, V-force reeds. I don't know, what do you guys think? What would you do? What would you do to a brand new stock YZ65?